Have you ever found yourself wondering why certain patterns keep showing up in your relationships? Maybe you notice that no matter how different the people are, the same conflicts arise, or you feel a consistent lack of connection, or perhaps you even feel like you're always the one giving without receiving. What if these external dynamics aren't just random, but rather a reflection of something happening within us? The quality of our relationships, whether they're with a partner, a colleague, or even our surroundings, is an incredible mirror of what's happening inside us. It's easy to think that our issues with others are purely situational or that we just happen to attract certain types of people. However, when we pause to look deeper, we can begin to see that these relationships are showing us something about our internal world. If we feel misunderstood or neglected in our relationships, it often points to an underlying state of neglecting or misunderstanding ourselves. Similarly, if we notice constant conflict, it might be revealing the inner tension we're carrying, perhaps unresolved emotions or beliefs that keep us in a cycle of frustration or dissatisfaction. The world around us is reflecting what we hold inside, even if we're not consciously aware of it. Everything is energy. The emotions we carry, the thoughts we hold on to, and the beliefs we subscribe to all create an energetic signature that we bring into every interaction. This energy can either connect or disconnect us from others. When we enter a conversation or relationship with fear, anger, or insecurity, even if we don't verbalize those feelings, they influence the way we engage. The other person, consciously or not, picks up on that energy and responds accordingly. If we're carrying a lot of internal stress, anxiety, or unresolved pain, it shows up as friction in our external relationships. In contrast, if we're centered, calm, and secure within ourselves, we attract different kinds of interactions, ones that feel more aligned, more harmonious. It's important to recognize that the energy we bring into a relationship doesn't just affect how others respond to us, it also shapes how we interpret and perceive their actions. If we're holding on to internal fears of rejection, we may misinterpret harmless comments or actions as personal attacks. If we feel unworthy, we might struggle to see the love or support being offered by others. Often, our relationships serve as a spotlight on unconscious patterns and beliefs that we've carried with us, sometimes for years or even decades. For example, someone who constantly feels abandoned in relationships might be carrying a deep-seated belief of being unworthy of love or connection. These beliefs may have formed in early childhood or from past experiences, and they operate like invisible scripts that play out in our relationships over and over again. Our minds and bodies have a remarkable way of trying to resolve these patterns. We unconsciously seek out situations and people who reflect back the unresolved emotions and beliefs within us, giving us an opportunity, if we're willing to see it, to bring these patterns into the light and transform them. This dynamic plays out not only in romantic relationships, but also in professional and social contexts. A person who struggles with authority figures may unconsciously attract jobs where they feel belittled or underappreciated. Someone who believes that they have to sacrifice their needs for others might constantly find themselves in one-sided friendships. These patterns will persist until we become conscious of the energy, emotions, and beliefs driving them. Our relationships extend beyond just people. They include how we interact with our environment as well. The state of our home, workplace, and even how we engage with nature can all serve as reflections of our internal state. A chaotic living space might reflect internal disorganization or overwhelm. Feeling disconnected from nature or struggling to find peace in certain environments can signal that we've become disconnected from a deeper part of ourselves. When we cultivate peace, presence, and emotional clarity within, we often notice that our surroundings begin to shift as well. We're drawn to spaces and environments that reflect the state we desire to embody, whether that's a tidy, serene home, a job that allows us to thrive, or even the ability to find stillness in nature. As we start to understand that our relationships are a direct reflection of our inner state, we open the door to profound transformation. It's no longer about blaming others for how they make us feel or trying to change external circumstances to fit our preferences. Instead, it becomes about looking inward and recognizing the emotional patterns, beliefs, and energies that we're carrying into every connection. When we begin to shift those internal patterns, releasing old beliefs, healing emotional wounds, and cultivating a more balanced, centered energy, we notice a ripple effect in the world around us. The quality of our relationships changes because we're no longer bringing the same energy into them. We may find that some relationships fall away as we grow, while others deepen in unexpected and beautiful ways. New connections, ones that reflect our inner growth, start to emerge naturally. This is the power of aligning our inner world with the type of relationships we truly desire. We stop trying to force or control external circumstances and instead focus on nurturing our inner environment, knowing that the outer world will mirror this transformation back to us. It's essential to develop self-awareness to understand the dynamics that play out in our relationships. This awareness allows us to observe without judgment, recognizing the patterns and beliefs that no longer serve us. The process of self-awareness isn't about harsh criticism or trying to become someone else. It's about bringing curiosity and compassion to our inner world and exploring how we can shift the way we show up in our relationships. Each connection we have, whether with a friend, a colleague, or the environment, offers us a window into our own psyche. The more we observe and understand the energies we bring into these relationships, the more we can work towards a state of inner balance, emotional clarity, and peace. This shift not only enhances the quality of our relationships, but also transforms how we experience life as a whole. When we start to see our relationships as mirrors of our inner world, we open ourselves up to a new level of personal growth. Rather than feeling powerless or stuck in repeating dynamics, we realize that we have the ability to transform our inner state, which in turn transforms how we relate to others and to the world around us. The deeper our self-awareness and the more aligned we are internally, the more fulfilling and harmonious our relationships become. The Inner Foundation series can help you uncover and transform the emotional patterns and beliefs shaping your relationships. By working with this process, you'll not only shift your inner state, but also experience deeper connection, harmony, and fulfillment in all areas of your life.